Do you remember that Disney game from the 2010s called Disney Infinity, where you could play as all your favorite Disney characters such as Jack Sparrow and Sully from Monsters Inc. as shown here? Whatever happened to it? Because I don't remember when it released, but what I do remember is playing it a lot as a child. Along with my friend, we played it a hell of a lot. So whatever happened to it? I'm going to tell you in this video. So, Disney Infinity released in 2013 when Disney had only really just gotten through some of its blockbusters. Now, as you might notice here, two of the main characters in this are Pixar characters. That is because Pixar had just released one of the best sequels of all time, I think, Monsters Inc. 2, University. Right there. It's like I say it whenever it appears. Anyways, I remember fond times, but I found out very remember Disney Infinity was just a really cool game. And Disney doesn't do anything like that right now. It's kind of like Lego Dimensions, which I will absolutely do a video on, because that is also an amazing game. I don't remember that ever happening in the game. I don't remember a giant ass Zerg. But here we are. Now, for anybody who's been watching for a while, you know that I drew the entirety of the Disney Infinity cast. But, here we are. Yeah, so it has been doing its stuff, along with the release of Disney Infinity 2.0, which was just Marvel. They just went, it is now time for us to do Marvel. So they did it. And they added Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man, and Black Widow, and Thor. No Hawkeye. No, they did do Hawkeye though. I do remember playing as Groot, because I do love Groot. And this one specifically I did actually have on PS4 disc. I still have it, I believe. I don't have the original. My friend has that one. But yeah, so it was a very, very fun game in general. And you could just get as many Marvel heroes as you want. I don't remember MODOK at all. I don't remember him, but I think he was in there. If you want me to actually play Disney Infinity, I will do that at some point. I want to do that. I want to do number 2. Because it is one of the most intriguing not failures, but just one of the most intriguing games to me of all time. Alright, so this is our midway point where I'm going to talk about sandbox mode. Sandbox mode is where you could build anything. You could grab anything from any world, and you could just slap it in your world, and it would be completely fine. It is probably one of the greatest things ever, because you could take Disney Infinity 1.0 stuff with like The Incredibles to now having Disney Infinity 2.0 with Marvel, and you could just mix those two together. You could have Omni droids like attacking Monsters University. Like, it was an exquisite game. This isn't me like glazing it, it's just genuinely so good. And then it got cancelled. Now, I didn't learn about this for a long time. Like Lego Dimensions. Lego Dimensions also got cancelled like this. That is because it was too expensive to make. But, sorry if I'm doing this a lot, it's just I have a cold. He says as it's 30 degrees Celsius weather outside. But yeah, very interesting. And also, we just saw so many opportunities with this. Like, you could play as Star Wars, like, being a jet fighter like that. Yes, okay, I don't know what it's called. I don't think any of you would know it either. But you could fly around in those, you could shoot, you could do anything. It's incredible. And my favourite part of it is the shrink and grow, like, juice. That was so fun. I enjoyed it so much, because me and my friend, one of us would be big, one of us would be small. And we just mess around with it. And then there was also those little cube things, I forgot what they're called. They're like little statues of you which like run around. I found those very annoying, but you know, they're a core element of the game. I do remember them very vividly, as you can tell. Then we started playing Disney Infinity 3.0, which you can already seen. It's practically a Star Wars themed one, but it does have some special things. I don't know why, but it does, and I love it for that. So now we are going to go on to the next one. Oh yeah, and also I guess there were these bosses that you could fight, which were pretty cool. I like the Omni droids. Setting up a bunch of Omni droids and fighting them was sick. Then we have 3.0, which was just Star Wars galore. It was also pretty fun. I didn't play it as much. I do remember having the Ahsoka Tano, and I accidentally broke her like lightsabers. That was fun. Yeah, I'm using a lot because I don't know what to say. So yeah, so when 3.0 came out, I think everybody really liked it. We also had Aladdin. And now we got 3.0 edition, as it says right there. Now, I do want to touch on something that never happened, but has always intrigued me. Disney Infinity 4.0, which was going to be Aladdin themed. That has always, like, made me think that is such an interesting concept. Because there were so many people that we weren't going to have. Like, the Muppets, as you saw on the title, or the thumbnail. And you could play as like Gonzo and Kermit and Miss Piggy and Beaker, I think that's his name. Just give me a second. Probably should find this out. So the X-Men were also planned to be in there, along with Goofy. That would have been great if Goofy was actually in there. And I'm going to very lightly touch on this, but there was also going to be like some 12-inch light-upable statues almost. And some Cars 3 sets for it. A new Lightning Queen. Moana and Maui were also going to be there. They were also going to be like one of the cool ones. There was also going... Hold on, there was just going to be an awful lot. For some reason, Jack was also in the roster, but, you know, here we are. So, why was it cancelled? Budget reasons. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.